I'm here to do psychic readings, and I feel like I haven't done psychic readings live with you guys for quite some time. I got a bit of space in between clients and all the cards have been on point, and I'm like, I'm gonna go live and see what cards come up for people as well. So how about that? So welcome if this is your first time to my live stream, to my page. Say hi, let me know where you're tuning in from, and I'm gonna share this and we're going to pull some cards for peoples. So as I share this, hi. Comments aren't coming up yet. I will bring the comments up here as well so that I can see what you're saying. Oh, they are starting to pop up there. Awesome. Hi, Nicole. You're new here. Awesome. Okay, let me take this back. Ooh, first time live. Hello. Okay. The sharing has been done. Let me pull some cards. Hello. Yay. Hi, everybody. Hi. Okay, just pulling this one up here. Okay, awesome. Yay, I can see your comments and we're good to go. So hello. So I'm going to pull some cards for you guys. Like I said at the start of this live stream, I've got a little bit of space in between clients, and the cards have been really on point for my clients today. So I was just like, well, I'm going to go live as well and pull cards for you guys because I haven't been live for ages. I have been very, very busy behind the scenes with so much transformation. It's been ridiculous. And now I feel like I'm just landing, especially after Master Manifestor, because Master Manifestor brought all of the transformations to light. My book has almost arrived. So the Kindle's out now, which you guys would have seen. The paperback version is days away. I've just had to do a tiny bit of revision and it's about to be live. So I'm really, really excited about that. I'm really, really excited. Like, oh my God, after 17 years, my book is finally here. It's a really big deal. So hello, Nicole, Scott, Sonny, Sherry-Ann, Kate, Crystal, Brittany, hello, Kelly, hi. It has been a moment. It has. It's been a minute since I've been on too. So hello. And is it Fua? Is that how you pronounce your name? It's probably not how. I'm probably incorrectly pronouncing that. So I apologize for that. Thank you. I know. Oh, there's been huge solar flare energy. And do you know what? I think the solar flares are going to be absolutely dramatic next year. I think, you know, for so long I saw 2024 as that black line. And I think that, you know, I've questioned, you know, in 2020, I saw the whole like next 10 years and I saw it in lines like each year. And I saw 2024 as a black line. And don't ask me what that means. I don't know. But for so long, since 2020, when I saw it, I've been questioning what that is. And I'm like, well, it could be this, could be this, could be that. And then with all the majority of astrologers have said that there's going to be major solar flare activity next year. And it is beginning now. So this next sort of 18 months is going to be really intense in the solar flare industry. Is that a thing? Interesting. Could be a concept. Could be a whole story in itself when you really think about it. Anyway, that's like a whole nother realm. So, but I think the solar flares are only going to increase. And you know, if you think about what the solar flares actually do to our magnetic field and to our energy and to our brain and to our mind, to electronics, to the earth, you know, like, and if that's going to be really constant next year, it's like it brings a whole nother reality to reality. It's interesting. So we shall see what that is. All I want to say is take extra care of yourself and extra care of your body during this time. Should be standard anyway, but it's like extra important. Okay, thank you so much for reading my book. I know it's about to come live, so. All right, so let's pull some cards before I have to jump off and go to my next client. So welcome to all of those people who are here. Lovely to have you here. So how I work with my live psychic readings is, number one, you have to stay live. Number two, I'm going to ask for you to please put in the comments, yes, please. So you can start doing that now. Say, yes, please. Yes, I'd love a reading. Yes, Hannah, whatever you want to say. Only put it in once though. Don't like spam it, because I'll just ignore you if you're like, yes, 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 typing in, and I'll just ignore it. But if I have a long line of yes, pleases, and that way I'll intuitively scan through the list. And as I said, you have to stay live. I'll intuitively scan through the list and pick a yes, please. And if I don't pick you, listen carefully, because the message will somewhat apply to you. Sometimes it'd be like I'm reading for like 10 people at once and you're like, oh my God, that was like you were speaking to me. Also, if you ever catch the replay and you've missed me live, you can always just tune into the question you want to ask, or if you just want to see what message is for you, and just scroll the little toggle across. Like, you know, you can fast forward a little video and just randomly scroll it and then just stop, and it'll be a message for you as well. Okay. All right. So these cards, I had pulled one before for whoever this reading is for, and then these are falling out as well. What's the name of my book? Ancient Blooded Healer, You're One of a Kind. So the paperback version is like days away from being released. So I'll let you know when it goes live, and then you can grab the paperback. The Kindle is available now. So if you search on Amazon, Ancient Blooded Healer, You're One of a Kind, it'll come up for you. Okay, so let me scroll through these lists of yes pleases here. Okay, so Sandra Lee Anderson. So as I said when I was talking and shuffling just before, yes, thank you. Ancient Blooded Healer, you're one of a kind. So Sandra, change your life. This is what had come out before. So this is technically a past card. So just double checking that I had the right name. Yes, Sandra Lee Anderson. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. It feels like you've just gone through a massive change. Like something has just pulled the rug out underneath your feet. There has been something that's, I don't know, almost like a shocking message that has made you really reassess everything, Sandra, right? It's kind of like, I want to say maybe you've been thinking about changing your life, but it's like, I didn't expect it to come this way. It's like, is this really happening? Like, you know, it's like you knew you had to change something, but then all of a sudden it's like the change was made for you, and it's almost like, yeah, I was thinking about that, but I wasn't ready for that. Like there's something, a bit of a shock for this change, this revelation, this idea, this news that is coming for you, right? And it's almost like, and it feels a little bit like, I want to say like you've surrendered, like a little bit like, well, I can't really do anything about this. So, it's like, okay, I've just had to let go. I just have had to let go. So change your life. And this is Archangel Chamuel. And Archangel Chamuel was really connected to life purpose and life direction changes, and obviously changing your life because the catalyst of your life purpose has opened up, right? So just a little note, it seems like we have some spammers and scammers here. Please know that I will never send you a message or comment and saying, like, hey, I've got a message for you, send me a message. Like, I will never do that. There are scammers on here that have nothing better to do with their time. They don't believe in themselves to go and create their own business. They have to like piggyback on everyone else's readings, by the way, okay? Like, grow some fucking balls, grow your own business, and get off my page. Like, it's a thing, okay? I don't want you guys to get scammed, okay? Please, please, please. If it seems like they're like, oh, I can give you this reading, like, do message me. I have an important message. Like, who is this Tyler? Like, come on, guys. Like, grow some balls, get off my page, and grow your own business. Like, I just really don't want you guys to get scammed. I will never hassle you. I will never hassle you to book in, to send me your credit card details, to pay on this link. Like, unless the link that you're clicking on for a reading with me or anything with me like check, please check. It has to say reality awareness on there. There we go. It has to say reality awareness somewhere in there. If it doesn't say realityawareness.com, do not click on it. Okay? I will never spam you. I will never hassle you. Like, if something's off, it usually is. Okay? All these guys are doing is really allowing you to trust your intuition. Okay? Like, unless you've hassled me for the link, don't listen. Okay? Okay, so Sandra, I hadn't finished your reading. I was just getting a little bit annoyed because I could see people were spamming. I'm like, guys, like, oh my God. So anyway, so Sandra, I'm still going. When you say not sure on the card, change is coming, I'm looking at life changes for my future. Yeah, and so Archangel Chamuel is about changing your life, right? Archangel Chamuel is, you know, like, Archangel Chamuel is the life purpose archangel. So when change is coming or change is on your doorstep, it's like your life purpose is the catalyst, right? Your life purpose is the catalyst. Your life purpose is awakening. Now, what's interesting, this is like the past card, and this is the High Priestess. This is the card that's come out in the right now. It's Archangel Haniel, deeply connected to the moon, deeply connected to the cycles. Like, you are a priestess, you have a gift, you have intuition, everyone's got intuition, but for you, it's really like, this is what's awakening. Like, something is bubbling up, it's almost like life was okay, life was life, but now something's like, something's missing, or something's, you know, because when you say change is coming, oh, I am looking at life changes for my future. And it's like something needs to change. Something, you can feel it, right? And so the High Priestess card is powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information, be at peace. So anything that like catches your interest, sparks your attention, you know, that is like wanting to, like calls your interest, like you want to learn about that thing, go and do that. Yeah. You have here like Ace of Gabrielle, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. See, I'm like, if something is like catching your attention or you want to go and learn about that thing, here it is, right? It's like a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, a chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Whatever that is, and this card, you can see it's like lots of mountains in the background, a little village here. I don't know. Is it Sweden, Switzerland? I don't know. Is there somewhere you want to travel to? Is there, you know, like there's something is coming your way of a change. You've been asking for it. Archangel Chamuel is calling you. There's different, like, and this is what I keep saying. I'm like, there's some, like your intuition is awakening. You're a High Priestess. Yeah, it's come out. There's something connected to your intuition that's calling you to follow it. Archangel Gabrielle is also about birthing. So deeply connected to sacral chakra. It's the orange as well. You're birthing something new. A new aspect of your life is birthing. There's a reality birthing, right? So it's like follow whatever brings you alive. And I want to say be okay in the space where you're like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Hannah. I don't know. Because in the I don't know space, in the big nothingness space, everything is available, right? In emptiness, actually everything can come in. In emptiness or what in the unknown is all the possibilities. When we're like blinkers on, you know, doing this thing, it's like, that's all there is. Like, that's all, and I can't let anything else in, right? But when we're in this, I don't know, but I'm leading, going somewhere. I don't know, but I'm traveling. Like, I don't know, but I'm open. Open-mindedness is divine step number 2 in awakening your life purpose, right? I don't know, but I know I'm open to what I'm being shown by spirit, by my intuition, by where I'm being led. That is where everything can come in. Yeah. So allow yourself to follow whatever brings you alive. Okay? Because your life purpose is awakening. That's why Archangel Chamuel and change your life. Like, you've already been feeling that, but you don't know. But you do know. Your soul knows. And so I would encourage you to to follow whatever your intuition is calling you, like whatever piques your interest, or you want to learn about this thing, or traveling here, or like follow it's leading you somewhere. Your soul knows the way. Yeah, your soul always knows the way. But our ego, human self, our little scared inner child wants to like grip onto something, because going where there's no path, that we don't know where we're going, is scary, but only for the human self, right? The soul doesn't worry about that. Okay, so that was for you, Sandra, and anyone else who that resonated with. So I'll have another round of yes pleases. So if you can type in the comment, yes please. For those of you who are new to my live stream, welcome. How I do psychic readings is I ask you guys to put in yes please. So I can have a list of yes pleases, and then I intuitively scroll through that list and choose who to do a reading for. You have to stay live for the reading. So you can't say yes please and then I choose you and you come back because you think that I've read you. I will make sure that you're here. So can pop a round of yes pleases in if you'd like a reading. Otherwise you can just tune in and listen to this. Thank you guys for being here. So whilst I'm waiting for the yes pleases, we are starting Purpose Activator next week. I'm really excited about Purpose Activator. It is 30 days. It's a bit different to how I've done any other course before. Purpose Activator is 30 days. We're on Telegram. I've created a broadcast Telegram channel, private channel for our Purpose Activator group. And for 30 days, I will be dropping in divinely guided inspiration, channelings, messages, so that you can activate and ignite your true purpose. And this has really come through for me to run this course, because writing and publishing my book after 17 years has been a really big deal, in assets that I'm like, I feel like I've fully come into the true alignment of my purpose. I know it sounds crazy, and I even teach that we are always on purpose. No matter like what path we're always on a level of our purpose. Yeah. And what's really important is to know that there's no wrong path, but there's always more alignment and more alignment and more alignment. And so Purpose Activator, where it's 30 days where I'm dropping in divinely guided messages to activate you and ignite your purpose, your true purpose, and bring you into the full alignment of your purpose. That starts next week. So I'll pop the link in for that as well. And you can jump on that if you choose. The investment is increasing for that too. So I'm just going to find that, and then I'm going to go through this list of yes pleases and pull some cards. Yes, changes are coming for you, Sandra. They definitely are. Because, you know, with the High Priestess and Archangel Chamuel, so Haniel and Chamuel, yeah, big time. I love it. Okay, so I have my list of yes pleases. I'm going to just find the start of it and scroll through. Who is this next reading for? Okay, Becky Robinson. And if I don't pick you, listen closely, because it might be a message for you as well. So Becky. Oh, having goosebumps. Okay, Atlantis. There's two that are stuck together there, and this one. Okay. Okay. Similar message, different but similar, to, is it Sandra I just said? So for Becky, like what's just come out is the Atlantis. And what I mean similar, I'm like, have you just gone through a change? Or I'm like, have you moved house? Or something to do with your house? Or some sort of big change? So the Atlantis card is rapid development, excellence, and success. It's like you've just had a big awakening, or I don't know, there's been some sort of change. There's been some sort of foundation, like some foundation has changed. Like there's an aspect of that makes that you guys will be like, that's like a no-brainer, Hannah, because of course a foundation changes when you go through change. Oh, I sound silly sometimes. I'm like, oh, that's like a no-brainer. What I'm feeling is it's such a foundational shift for you, Becky, that it's like not shaken the foundations, it's really changed it. Oh, there's 111 people in here. I love that, 111. And with the 111, the 111, it's like your thoughts are really manifesting. We know that, right? The thoughts are really manifesting. And the thoughts are manifesting, you're accelerating. And I want to say, like, what you're thinking about is correct. Like, don't let other people's petty thoughts stop your advancing in your success. Like, it's almost like, see how she's like, almost like rising up to the surface. Sorry, I'm just back to front here. Rising up to the surface. It's kind of like, you know, I was just talking about before, like tunnel vision on, but we can't let anything else in. But for you, it's like tunnel vision on so that you can keep advancing in this new direction. Do you know what I mean? It's like this opportunity has come in and it's like, run with it and protect it, you know, like in essence of like what you're doing is correct and what you're thinking about is correct. And so Becky, what's interesting has come up is the motherhood, right? Is the motherhood card and the telepathy card. And I'm curious, do you have a daughter? Because this can represent, like obviously if you're a mother, do you have a daughter or a son? But also I feel like this is something about your mother, and also like, it's interesting, like the priestess card came out before and now the motherhood card is here, which I know they're different, but the feminine, the goddess, this feminine healing, and the telepathy. Okay, yes, yeah, you are a mother. And it's almost like, and isn't it interesting? It's almost like I was like, protect what you're thinking about, what you're choosing. The foundations have changed. You've gone through a change. Have you moved? You know, it's like, you know, have you, like something has rocked the bottom, right? Protect it. Protect your thoughts. What you're thinking about is correct. There's a big feminine healing going on for you, right? As a mother, I feel like you're coming into your power. So the High Priestess card from the previous reading is also coming to mind. And it's like the telepathy, like your intuition is increasing. And that's what I was getting here. I'm like, your thoughts are correct. Don't let any garbage come in. Like, protect it. Like, you know, protect it with what's coming through. You know, allow yourself to have those boundaries because it's the right thing for you and your children. And there's such a strong message here for you about trusting your intuition and not letting anyone else's thoughts interfere with yours. And it's almost like whatever you're advancing in right now, protect it so much. And the endurance, right? Like, keep going. You can do this. You can persevere. You can get through this hard part. And the bottom card for you is the reflections card. What you contemplate can actualize, right? What you contemplate can actualize. It's like, same thing, what you're visualizing, what you're creating, protect it. It's correct. You can do this. Move forward with it. It might be tough at times. No one said it's going to be easy, but you can continue through this. And it's like everything that's coming through is a reflection, but it's like what you can contemplate can actualize. So yes, this is shadow work, like 100%. But I feel for you at this point in time, Becky, is more like you're at a place where like, what's the sense here? This is going to sound a bit contradictory, okay? But there's people who need to do shadow work, and trust me, like, shadow work and any personal development work is an ongoing lifetime thing. Like, we're never done, okay? But there's stages. And for you, Becky, I want to say shadow work's not important for you right now. Visualizing on what you want is important right now. And like protecting that no matter what. Like, you're really, really psychic. You're really, really tuned in. Your intuition's kicked in. You're healing the mother wound. You're protecting what you've built. You've changed foundations. It's going to be not easy at times, but you're going to be able to move forward. And it's like, shadow work's not important now. What I mean by that is if you want to focus on something, focus on what you want to actualize. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't stress how important that is for you at this time. It's like, oh, look, and the bottom card underneath the bottom card, which is the overlying card. I always look at the bottom card of the deck as like an overlying message. This was the bottom card. And then this one was like underneath that, the wave of power. And this was like this surge of energy, this power, this like, you've taken your power back. You're like, fuck everyone else. This is what I'm doing, protecting it. A surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. And I'm just like, it says it all. So it's like, you know, there's a time and a place for shadow work, deep trauma work, and then there's a time for just focusing on what we want and just going after it with like, no, like, you know, no doubt at all. I've just shuffled it on telepathies there, so it's kind of like, okay, you get the point. You totally understand, you got it. All right, awesome. Awesome. Isn't it so funny? People are like, this is garbage. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm like, dude, why are you wasting your time watching it? It doesn't make any sense to me for people who are like, this is so shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, mate? It's kind of hilarious. I'm like, you're making a fool out of yourself. Like, doesn't make any sense to me at all. Why watch something you hate? Oh dear. All right, another round of yes pleases. Who is next? All right, guys, we have our purpose activator next week while I'm waiting for our round of yes pleases. If you're new here, how I do my readings is I ask you to say yes please at this time. So we have this long list of yes pleases, and then I intuitively scroll through and pick somebody. So that's why I'm saying say yes please if you'd like a reading. And you can pop that in the comments. And whilst I'm waiting for the list to come up, because I want everybody to be able to have a chance there, we've got Purpose Activator next week. And I'm really excited about it because this is really activating and igniting you into a whole different level of your purpose. Like, you know, just what I was saying there with Becky, it's like, there's a time and a place for shadow work, but that's not what you're being called to right now. And whilst like, it's not like, oh, you're done, you'll never have to do shadow work again. It's like, there's stages of healing, there's stages of different things. And I'm like, you've done so much like work. Now it's time to like focus on what you want. And I feel like Purpose Activator is really in this realm of like, it's a time and a place to put all your energy into where you really want to go, right? And I'm doing this course really differently and I'm really excited about it. So every day I've created a private Telegram broadcast channel, and every day I will be dropping inspiration, divine messages, channelings, whatever comes through intuitively for that day for Purpose Activator to ignite you into your purpose. So we start that next week, and the investment increases soon too. I'm going to extend the date for the investment increasing, so you can check out the link there. I'm going to pop that on. So awesome for this yes pleases. I will scroll through this as well and see intuitively who is going to come through this reading. So I've just popped the link in for Purpose Activator. Can find it there. All right, so let's see. Who is this reading for? Okay, where's the top of the list here? And hi to those people joining for the first time. I love you. Hi. Welcome very much. Okay. All right. Okay. So Samantha Wade. And as I said, for those of you listening, listen carefully, it might be a message for you too. These readings, I swear, they all just follow on from one another. For real. Okay, and they're stuck together. Okay, this is the Rumi Oracle. I love this deck. It's a very in-depth deck, and I still am learning it, even though I have slept with these cards many times. I always sleep with it. Well, always. There's quite a lot of times where I'll sleep with card decks like next to my bed because I just got such a relationship with them. But these ones are so fucking beautiful. These make me cry. These and the White Light Oracle. Oh, they're on my bed. Alana Fairchild, like her Rumi and the White Light Oracle, I'm sure she's got more. But these make me cry. Like, they're so heartfelt. Anyway, okay. So this is for Samantha. So Samantha, hi Bianca. Samantha, the right choice. If you've been doubting yourself, don't. I'm pretty sure that was in a Tuesday tarot card as well. I'm like, if you're doubting yourself, don't. I don't know, maybe I'm getting confused where I wrote that somewhere else. So Samantha, if you're doubting yourself, don't. This is the right choice. You've made the right choice. And then you've got Merciful Mother Jamal. And then the two that were stuck together are these ones. So is a new gown. What's behind it? The impossible made possible. I feel like you've taken a big leap. You've leapt, even though this is technically the future card. Look at like the, I don't know, is it a planet? Shooting out of the, whatever that is, galaxy, I don't know. And it's like the impossible made possible. It's almost like you've definitely made the right choice in whatever leap, decision, choice. I feel like you've made a decision and you're like, right, I'm going to do this. And then I almost feel like everything is tried to stop you, or you're the bottom card is divine discontentment. And I feel like there's a bit of like, okay, yes, doing this. And then it's like the spark goes and you're like, I don't know. And you're doing it, but it's not like you're full passionate about it, or I mean, it's not necessarily doubt. It's like, you're like, yeah, but, you know? So Merciful Mother Jamal, in the right now, and this is where I'm still learning these cards. I know them and I don't. This oracle brings you the message of great power of compassion. Okay, the great power of compassion is reaching for you, that it wants to help you, but is waiting for you to ask. So ask and you shall receive. And so I feel like this point of like, you've made the right choice. Is there someone or something you have to reach out to? Spirit, how many times do we know our angels are there, we know God's there, but we forget to ask? And it's almost like, yes, you've got a lot of support, but maybe it's time for like, I don't know, a mentor. Do you have a mentor? Are you working with a mentor? And so this one here, it says as well, in this Merciful Mother Jamal, don't fear that if you suddenly give yourself a break, that all your hard work, discipline, toughness, suffering will go to waste. No, not at all. All things provide learning and serve a divine purpose, but now there's no reason to continue in that way. It's time to learn another way. You are strong enough to become gentle. And it's almost like the pushing, the striving. And this is where I wonder the right choice. It's like, okay, I'm going to do things different. Am I doing the right thing? I'm going to do things differently. Am I making the right choice? Like, it's like, yes, you are making the right choice. And it's almost like what's coming through is you're grounding in an entirely new way of being. Yeah, you're grounding in an entirely new way of being, an entirely new way of like doing whatever it is that you do. And it's almost like the divine discontent, like this discontentment, or the like, oh, okay. And what happens is we reach like this plateau. So we like create, we move forward. And then we hit this, like we hit our goals, we hit our thing. And then we're just sort of like, okay, well, that's great. I've done this, but now what? And we can plateau for there for quite some time. And until we like, I want to say revive our goals, reset new goals, understand why. So sometimes we go out and set out into the world and we create things, and we're doing it because something happened to us, and we get to a certain level and we're like, cool, I did it now, but it doesn't actually heal the reason that we started. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we can like work through something, and then we're like creating something and we hit that goal and we, whatever it is, but the discontentment, which is here, the divine discontent, is that sense of like, it hitting the goal didn't heal what happened to you. And we can create new goals, but they don't have that same, it's like, yeah, for 2 seconds. And then we're like, because we really need to heal from what happened. And so when we can stop, which is where it's saying, all your hard work won't go to waste. It's okay to stop. The divine merciful Mother Jamal was reaching out with her compassion. Like, the divine compassion is like, it's okay, I got you. And you can, I want to say, it's like, it's okay, you can stop, take time and heal from this. I've got you. Your hard work's not going to waste. You've made the right choice. And by healing, you're going to have a whole new gown, right? This is a new gown. And in that, the impossible is made possible. Like, you have literally created something. You've come to this level. You're really allowing yourself to arrive. The impossible made possible. You know, you're going to come out a brand new person with a whole new gown. You've definitely made the right choice. Don't doubt yourself, but take time. I've got your back. Everything's not going to go to waste. Let yourself heal. I feel like you are doing that, but you're like, go back and forth. Of like, I feel like the strongest message for you right now, Samantha, is that who I'm talking to, right? Is give yourself full permission to let go. Give yourself full permission to just fucking be here. And just like complete surrender. Like, I feel like you are, but at the back of your mind, it's kind of like, oh, but I should be doing this, or I should be doing that. And it's almost like, give yourself full permission to be exactly where you are. Like, if you're tending to this, or tending to family, or tending to whatever it is, and at the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I need to be doing that thing, or getting agitated because you're not present where you are. Sure, there might be things that you really need to tend to, but it's like, can you give, I feel like your task, if you may, your learning, your lesson right now, I don't like that word, but your teaching right now, your lesson right now for you and your soul is give yourself full permission to have full presence where you are, exactly where you are, doing exactly what you're doing. Does that make sense? Like, it feels like such a strong message. And by giving yourself complete compassion to stop, like, you've made the right choice, to stop, fully just let yourself be held in this compassion, in this healing vortex, right? And as you do that, you're going to come out with the impossible made possible, a whole new gown. But it's like, let yourself be fully present where you are. Like, you are not meant to be anywhere else than right here, right now, where you are, living where you're living, doing what you're doing, turning up to how you're turning up, showing people who you are, doing whatever the fuck it is that you're doing, right? You're not meant to be doing anything other than being so divinely present with where you are right now. Otherwise, you'd be doing the other thing. You'd be somewhere else. And I feel like this, not just the impossible made possible, but it's almost like the divine compassion reaching out to you and saying, hey, like, I got your back. And it's almost like when you surrender and reach out back and grab onto that wave of compassion, that synchronistic flow. Being present with where you are heals everything that's ever happened to you. That's what this is asking for right now. Yeah? So that's a really strong message for you, Samantha. Okay. It was Samantha, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Samantha. Sorry. I'm like fully energetically with you. For those of you who don't know me, names are not my strong point. I'm working on it though. I'm very working on it. Okay, so I'll have another round of yes pleases. If this is your first time here, how I work with my psychic readings is in this space right now where I'm asking you to put in yes please. Just type in yes please if you'd like a yes please, if you'd like a reading. And then when I've got a list of yes pleases, I intuitively scroll through and choose who is next. Okay. All right. Yes, pleases. Awesome. And if you'd like to book a psychic reading with me, just send me a private message. Remember, the scammers will hassle you. It'll not seem right. They use fake profiles. They take from other people's profiles. They something will be off. They'll be hassling you. Fuck it now. Just tune your intuition. Thanks, guys, for helping us strengthen our intuition. All right, go for it. Yes, please. All right. And we've got our Purpose Activator coming up next week. I'm really, really excited about it. I'm so excited about working in that way as well. It's like, it's not the first time I've worked in a program like that. It's the first time I've worked in a public program like that. Going to be doing 30 days of intuitive drops every single day to ignite your purpose, your true divine purpose. This has really come off the back of me publishing my first book. After 17 years of knowing that I'm going to write books, it's a big deal. It's like complete alignment. So if you want a pull into complete alignment, Purpose Activator is where you want to be. The investment is increasing. I'm going to extend the time for the investment increasing actually, but you can get in now as well. So we start next Saturday week. So I'll pop the link in for you. Okay. I'm going to go through these yes pleases. So number one, you have to be here live. And I'm going to scroll through. I did pull cards already, so some of them fell out on the ground. So this is a really important message for those of you. Okay, let's see. Okay, Maria. Is Maria still here? Maria Camacho? Just gonna check before I start reading. Maria Camacho. I know you just put the yes in, but I just want to double check. Is Maria still here? Yes. Awesome. Okay, so the card that fell out on the ground is Aries. There's something astrological that we're just about to move into Aries too. I'm not an astrologer. I love reading astrology from astrologers. There's something that's just happening with Aries, something important. And Aries is the start of a new cycle. So for you, Maria, and this is the start of a new cycle. It says a fiery climax approaches, and it feels like a new cycle starting, but it feels like you're coming to the end of something. And it feels like it's been a long haul. Like, I don't know, something that you're working on, something that, I don't know, something's been on your mind. And communication is the key. And I'm wondering if it's got to do with a particular relationship. So this is the bottom card of the deck. It's the new moon in Gemini. So communication is the key. It's such a beautiful color there. It just feels like lots of ideas are also coming in for you. Like, you know, there's been lots of changed messages on this reading, on this live stream. But it feels like there's such a, I don't know, it's like communication is key, new moon in Gemini. You know, and lots of inspiration, like lots of ideas. And I feel like if you're speaking it to whoever you're with, or, you know, like I just feel like there's something's building up, So that fell out on the ground. These fell out on the ground too. Or that came out. These fell out on the ground. This one, reflections. You're a mirror reflection of the world around you. Do you accept its deception? And it's almost like, I'm getting something about trusting yourself too. Trusting yourself with these ideas that are coming through. This is such a like beautiful color card that's coming through. And I just feel like, are you really allowing yourself to, trusting yourself? And it's almost like, are you communicating it to someone, but they're not like, it's almost like the reflection you're getting back from them is not what you thought or something. Like, I can't quite put this into words. Okay, let's keep reading. Let's see what comes through. And the beluga whale. These cards are so fucking beautiful. Look at that. Not everything is as I interpret it. Okay, what's coming to mind is I just got off a call with a client, which I've got to jump off and get on a client call shortly. Not everything is as I interpret it. The reinformation of past experiences is guided. And I almost want to say, like, and this is where I feel like this fiery climax approaches, like for you, Maria, it's almost like you're getting all these ideas, you're sharing it with someone, or you don't trust yourself, And then it's like the reflection that you get back from them, or even starting to go into doubting yourself, makes you doubt yourself even more. And you're like, okay, maybe not. But then this is like, not everything is as I interpret it. And so I'm wondering if you're, number one, needing more information, needing help to decipher your intuition, needing help to learn your intuition, right? Which is what I teach in Trust Intuition, is how to decipher your intuition. Like, who's inner child speaking, who's a past trauma speaking, who's your shadow speaking, how am I just going crazy? Am I hearing angels? Is it the neighbor? I don't know. Like, we're so intuitive and we pick up so much information, and it's like, you know, I just feel like there's a bit of confusion, but don't trust yourself, but then you're sharing it and getting back. It's almost like you're trying to interpret it, but and then you're trying to interpret it with people who don't get it. And then it's just like sending you into this spiral of confusion. It's just like, I don't know. And so then you stop and then you stall. And I feel like, can you just stop sharing it and actually get around people who understand intuition, like myself, or, you know, obviously this community here, you guys at Reality Awareness. So Sea Snake, you're in a space, oh my God, you are in a space of embracing your psychic senses. That's what I was just saying. I'm like, you're getting all this information, right? You're getting all this like divine psychic insight. And then you're trying to like interpret it, yeah? And then you're sharing it with people who don't fucking understand, and it's making you more confused. And it's like, this is what's coming through. It's for you to embrace your psychic senses. Okay, need I say any more? It's time for you, Maria, to train your psychic senses. It's time for you to activate your psychic senses. Oh my God. And don't share it with people who don't understand, because that shuts you down. Like, it's so important for us as healers, ancient blooded healers, empath, psychic, intuitive, whatever you want to call yourself, someone who knows you got some sort of sixth sense, right? And it's hard because usually when we start awakening or we start having our spiritual understanding or anything like that, it's challenging for us because we don't have spiritual friends usually in the start. Like, yeah, that's why joining places like here, where all you guys are right now, is really helpful, because it helps us to understand our intuition, right? Especially when you're listening and you're learning from someone like myself or other spiritual teachers, and you pick up things, you're like, oh, that's what that is. Oh, that's what that is, right? And so I feel like there's like, it's starting to birth out of you. It's definitely getting stronger for you, Maria. And it's like, but now it's time to train your senses. Yeah, now it's time to really like, you know, train them, I guess, and just be mindful who you talk to about it. And it's not about hiding your light, dimming your light, or anything like that. I mean, if you talk to someone and they're open to it, for sure, right? But if you start getting judgments or they're telling you to stop talking like that, like, obviously just don't talk to them about it, right? It's like, you know, so yeah. Oh, that's so interesting. So Maria said, I'm in the process of suing my brother's ex-wife for money that she owes me. That's huge. It's been holding me back financially and planning to start a business. Okay. So it's like all this like leading up to this like build up, right? As we said, communication is key. And I want to say, when you say, I'm in the process of suing my brother's ex-wife for money, and I want to ask, like, how is that going, right? Like, how is that going? Because when you say like it's holding you back financially and planning to start a business, what sort of business? And it's so interesting, right? Because the reflection you're getting back, and that makes more sense. Like, the reflection you're getting back is maybe not what you're wanting. And then also in the sense of like, do you accept its deception? It's almost like, yeah, I'll just ask, how's that going with the like process of suing, etc. Obviously it's a pretty personal detailed thing. You might not want to share it publicly. That's okay, I understand. But it's almost like, if it's holding you back that much, you know, it's almost like, what is it worth? Like, is it really worth it? Does that make sense? Like, is the sense here, because when it's like, not everything is as I interpret it. It's like you're getting information back that's not what you want, or you're confused. And I'm like, why are you talking to them about that? Like, you know, there's so many different things here. Court date has not been scheduled yet. And so it's almost like, you know, how long does it drag out for? Is it worth it? Is what it's holding you back from worth what it's going to be? So for example, right, if you want to plan I want to say you're planning to start a business. I'm just going to throw something out there, okay? Like, just more information. Maybe, like, use your discernment. I mean, like, trust yourself. I'm always like, trust intuition over what I say. But it's interesting that you're sharing this, because as far as like there's confusion, or there's like, it's not clear, or, like, why are you sharing it with them and they don't get it? Like, in essence of like, if you're going to build a business, okay, this applies to like, oh, I'm going to win lotto and then I will. Or I'm going to win this thing, or when I have money, then I will. Like, fuck no, this is holding you back, guys, right? And this is a big thing in Purpose Activator, that when I drop these divine guidance things every single day, it's kind of like, we're waiting until the perfect moment. We're waiting until then this happens, then I can. Now, for example, right? Like, obviously, Maria, for you, it's kind of like it is probably really important to please know that I'm not saying like, stop at what you're doing, but I just want to put another perspective here. In essence of like, if it was me, right, for example, and I'm like waiting until I win lotto and then I've got enough money to back myself to start my business, like, fuck you, you'd be dead, right? Like, you would die, and your fucking soul would die, because your soul has something so important that it wants to bring into the world, hence why you want to start a business. And so when we're looking at like, not just waiting for the thing and then I can, right? And I talked a lot about this in Master Manifestor. It's like, when you catch yourself in like, okay, when I have X, Y, and Z, then I'm going to do that. No, and it can be so sneaky. When I have more time, then I'm going to drive to the beach. No, we create the time. And we know that our soul is calling that. And so we need to go and do that. Okay, coming back to like, when I win lotto, then I will build my business. No, right? Actually, we start a business to have financial freedom and do what we want in our terms, right? If we're waiting for the thing, there's actually something else going on here. I'm scared of my own power. I'm scared of being financially independent. I'm scared of, I don't know, having the freedom that I really want. It's a funny thing, like they say, like the animal or the elephant that's tied up and, chained up for years, and then the chain is taken off and they stay in the same spot. It's like that, right? We don't realize we've got freedom, or we're too scared, or it's a habit, yeah? And so when we're really working with coming into a place of like freedom or wanting to create something, it's like when you catch like the biggest thing, guys, and I'm going to talk a lot about this in Purpose Activator, which is the 30 days to ignite your purpose, your true purpose, the true alignment of your purpose. It's like when you catch yourself, when I have, no, it's like, whoa, actually, like it's more than, I need to wait until that. Like, no, how can you do that now? And it really pulls you into alignment. So coming back to you, Maria, with that, when you say she was obviously not what I thought, it's like, well, some people, yeah, we learn discernment, right? We learn discernment. And so it's almost like, in this instance, right, if you're seeing those reflections, but you are in a space of embracing your psychic senses, and here you are on my live stream, and I happen to pick you out of 200 odd people that are on the live stream, and I'm like, you're getting all this information, and you're coming to the end of something to start something new. I'm pretty sure I said that in the beginning with this Aries card, right? And then there's like reflections that you're getting confused, and like there's a lot of confusion, and then the reformation of past experiences. And I'm like, do you want to drag this up? I want to say, is it worth it, right? So when you move through, it's like, so yeah, so I understand that, like, it's a large amount of money, and it's kind of like, okay, well, you might get it back and you might not. And it's like, definitely try, like, do trust your intuition, go where you're guided 100%. But down the track, if it gets to a point where you're coming to the space of like, it's holding you back more than if you could just go and do the thing, right? Like, it's like, which is costing you more? Holding you back from creating the life, or that, like, I mean, you might get the money back, and I'm not saying like, don't do it, I'm just saying like, because the snake is transformation, It's shedding the skins, it's releasing the old. You're coming, like a fiery climax approaches. You know, it's like, you know, you're getting a lot of information. You just happen to be on my live stream hearing another point of view. Like, I'm just like, you know, I mean, follow it, trust yourself 100%. And check out the bottom card of the deck. I didn't read it yet, this one. The healing waters of Mintaka. I call in Mintaka's sacred waters to grant me divine clarity. And honestly, it's like the most beautiful water. Like, just imagine swimming in that. I'm just such a water person. Says she who lives in the country. Trust me. So it's like divine. I call in Mintaka's sacred waters to grant me divine clarity. Go ahead and start. The money will come. Bing. There we go. That's the one. That's the one. So it's another point of view that you just happen to catch, by the way. So yeah. Okay. You're very, very welcome. And I saw Samantha's comment here too. From the reading I did before was Samantha's, and she said, wow, thank you so much. That was emotional. It was pretty deep. It was a pretty deep reading that I did for you, Samantha. I'm in the UK and it's 5:30 a.m. I've not slept all night, so I came on my phone and within minutes found your live stream. I put my first yes please in and you asked to be picked. And you explained 100% what's going on. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Oh, that's so special. I hope that you're able to sleep now. Sometimes there's many reasons why we can't sleep, but one of them is usually because we've got feelings and we need to cry. And if we can watch a sad movie, listen to, you know, music that makes us cry, like if we can get those feelings out, like I said, there's many reasons why we're not sleeping, but usually it's because we're full of feelings. We're scared on some level. And if we can have a big cry, we can usually sleep. We all know how after a huge cry, we sleep pretty well, right? So yes. Okay. So much yes, Missy. Go ahead and start. The money will come. And I want to say too, Maria, I'm like, you can do both. Like, you don't have to wait for the court stuff to happen before you start a business. Like, you know, you don't need to wait posting on social media to start a business. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, you can start today. There's no excuses. If there's excuses, there's something else going on. Let's be real. Okay. All right, so I've got to jump off because I've got a client in 5 minutes and I need to have a 5-minute break before I jump with my client because I've been here for a while. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's been an honor to be here with you. My paperback book is soon to be released. We have Purpose Activator starting next week. And because I've gone through this huge recalibration, I shall be back more frequently with more psychic readings. So make sure you're following my page. Make sure you turn notifications on my Facebook page so that you get notified when I go live. And I shall see you guys really soon. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you.